5 daily habits that make you fluent in English fast. Do you dream of speaking English smoothly every day? Do you want habits that make fluency feel natural? Have you noticed how small actions bring big results? Do you wish to know which habits really work fast? This story will show you 5 simple daily habits. They will make you confident and fluent step by step. You are watching Story Time English. Here, every story teaches you something new and helps you grow with English. Let's begin. Every journey starts with one small step. Your journey to fluency begins with Habit 1. Habit 1. Talk to yourself in English. It may sound funny, but it really works fast. When you talk to yourself, you practice freely. There is no fear, no pressure, only your voice. For example, describe what you are doing now. Say, I am sitting on a chair. I am learning. This trains your brain to think in English. The more you do it, the faster fluency comes. Have you tried speaking to yourself before? If not, today is the best day to begin. Habit 2. Read aloud. Every day. Reading aloud trains your tongue and your ears. When you read silently, you only see words. When you read aloud, you also hear them. This double action builds strong memory fast. It helps you fix pronunciation and confidence. Start with short and simple books or stories. Choose something you enjoy, not something boring. For example, read the news for 5 minutes. Or read a storybook and act like the character. Do you see how fun this can be for practice? You learn, enjoy, and grow at the same time. Even 10 minutes a day can change your speed. In just weeks, your fluency will feel stronger. Habit 3. Shadow native speakers. Shadowing means copying how someone speaks. You listen to a native speaker carefully. Then you repeat every word like an echo. This is not just listening, it is active. You copy tone, speed, and even emotions. At first it feels fast and difficult, but slowly your mouth matches their rhythm. For example, play a short YouTube video. Listen to one line, then pause and repeat. Do you notice how your accent changes slowly? Your speech becomes smooth without extra effort. It is like learning music by copying songs. Your tongue learns the right English melody. Habit 4. Keep a daily journal. Writing helps you organize thoughts in English. When you write daily, you build thinking power. You stop translating from your native language. Start with very small and simple entries. Write 3 lines about your day in English. For example, today, I met a friend. We went to the market and had fun. Over time, increase to longer short stories. This creates natural flow in your sentences. Have you ever tried writing about feelings? It helps you express emotions in clear English. The journal becomes your private teacher. It shows your mistakes and your growth too. Habit 5. Practice with real people. Speaking to others is the fastest training. It removes fear and builds real confidence. You learn phrases that books never teach. Start with small and safe conversations. Say hello to shopkeepers or classmates. Join English groups online or offline. Practice short chats without worrying much. For example, ask someone, "How was your day?" Or say, "I like this movie, what about you?" Do you see how natural this feels already? Simple talks make English part of your life. The more you speak, the less you hesitate. Soon, English will flow like your first language. Think about this carefully for a moment. How many times have you stopped yourself from speaking? Maybe you knew the words but felt shy. Maybe you worried about grammar or mistakes. This fear is normal, but it slows your growth. The only cure is daily practice with courage. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. Does the child wait for a book on cycling? No, the child falls, gets up, and tries again. In the same way, your English grows by doing. Mistakes are not your enemy, they are your teachers. Each mistake shows you where to improve next. So the next time you speak and make errors, smile. Tell yourself, this is my step toward fluency. Let's look at a real-life example together. Ravi is a college student who feared English. He knew grammar rules but never spoke outside. His friends teased him whenever he tried. One day, Ravi started using Habit 1 daily. He spoke to himself about small, simple tasks. I am brushing my teeth. I am leaving home. These lines gave him practice without pressure. Next, he used Habit 2 to read aloud. He read the newspaper every morning for 10 minutes. Slowly, his tongue got used to English rhythm. Words started flowing more naturally and confidently. Can you see how small steps make big change? Would you like to try the same with your life? The power of Habit 3 is even greater. Ravi discovered shadowing through YouTube videos. He picked short interviews of his favorite actor. He listened carefully, then copied line by line. At first, his speed was slow and clumsy, but within weeks, his accent started sounding better. He was not speaking like a robot anymore. He had rhythm, tone, and real-life expressions. People began noticing his improved way of speaking. Even his classmates asked, "How did you change?" Isn't it amazing how copying teaches us naturally? It works because our brain learns patterns fast. Habit 4 gave Ravi the biggest confidence. He started writing a small journal every night. At first, he wrote just 3 simple sentences. I ate lunch, I studied, I went walking. But slowly, he expressed more personal thoughts. I felt nervous today, but I also tried. Writing made him realize his English was growing. He saw his mistakes and corrected them daily. Over months, his short notes turned into pages. He even began writing small stories for fun. Do you see how writing builds deep fluency? Would you like to keep a journal too? Habit 5 finally opened doors for real life. Ravi joined a small English practice group online. At first, he spoke only 1 or 2 lines. He said, "My name is Ravi. I am studying." But slowly, he started asking and answering questions. He said, "What subject do you like the most?" Others replied, and the conversations became natural. Soon he was speaking for 5 minutes non-stop. This gave him more power than books ever could. It gave him courage to face people outside, too. Practice with people is always the fastest teacher. Because real conversation has no script or comfort. Fluency is not a destination. It is a journey. You will not wake up fluent in one night. But every day you follow these 5 habits, you grow. You climb one step closer toward true confidence. Think of it like planting a small seed. Water it daily, and soon it becomes a tree. Your English habits are like water for fluency. They make your skills strong, steady, and alive. So the question is, will you water your seed? Or will you wait and let the soil dry? The choice is in your hands, not anyone else's. Fluency belongs to those who practice daily. Now, imagine another situation in daily life. You are standing in a shop to buy something. The shopkeeper looks at you and says, "What do you want?" For a second, your mind becomes blank with fear. This is the moment where practice helps you. If you followed the 5 habits, you will answer easily. You will say, "I want a packet of milk, please," or, "Can you give me a loaf of bread?" These small sentences may look very simple, but in real life, they give you true fluency. What happens if you don't practice daily? You will hesitate, pause, and feel nervous again. So the difference is very clear and visible. Habits decide whether you freeze or you flow. Think about travel situations for a moment. Have you ever wanted to speak at an airport? Maybe you wanted to ask, "Where is gate number 5?" Or, "How much time is left before boarding?" These are not complex grammar sentences at all. But without practice, your voice may not come out. With daily habits, your tongue stays active. You speak naturally without overthinking every word. This is the secret that fluent speakers follow. They practice daily, not just once in a while. Let me share another example for inspiration. Maria was a young woman from the Philippines. She worked in a company with foreign clients. She understood English, but feared speaking openly. Her boss advised her to start journaling. Every night she wrote her thoughts in English. She wrote about her office day and emotions. "I was nervous, but I spoke in the meeting." Over time, her sentences became longer and clearer. Her vocabulary grew without using a dictionary often. After 6 months, she gave a presentation in English. Her team clapped and admired her confidence. Can you see the power of one small habit? Do you realize how much it can change life? Now let's talk about watching movies in English. Most people watch with subtitles and forget later. But you can turn movies into a learning tool. Pause a scene, repeat the dialogue, and copy tone. For example, if the actor says, "I can do it," you pause and say with the same energy. It feels fun, but it is also powerful practice. It connects your brain with real conversational style. Have you ever tried doing this with cartoons? They are simple, slow, and easy for beginners. Cartoons give you clear pronunciation and short lines. You can shadow them without much difficulty. If you are advanced, try series or podcasts. They give you natural phrases and daily expressions. Now let's face another common problem together. Many learners say, "I understand, but cannot speak." Does this problem sound familiar to you? You listen, you read, but words get stuck inside. The solution is very simple and practical. You must speak daily, even for 5 minutes. Listening is input, but speaking is output. If you never output, your skills stay hidden. Think of it like cooking in the kitchen. If you only watch recipes, you stay hungry. But if you cook, you taste the real food. English works in the exact same way, too. So ask yourself, are you only watching recipes? Or are you really cooking with the language? Another great trick is recording your own voice. Have you ever tried listening to yourself? At first, you may hate how you sound. You may think, "This doesn't even sound like me." But slowly, you get used to hearing your mistakes. You notice pronunciation problems and fix them easily. For example, maybe you pronounce world as wold. By hearing yourself, you correct it to world. This feedback is free, powerful, and always available. Your phone is your best teacher in this method. Do you realize how lucky we are today? In earlier times, people had no smartphones or internet. They had to wait for classes or teachers. But now, you can practice anytime, anywhere. Even 5 minutes in a bus can be practice. You can describe what you see around you. This road is busy. The traffic is heavy. There is a boy wearing a red shirt. These tiny sentences become daily English training. They connect your language learning with real life. And real-life practice is always the strongest, because it removes the gap between learning and doing. Now imagine you are in your classroom. The teacher asks a question in English suddenly. Your heart starts beating fast inside your chest. You know the answer, but your tongue feels heavy. Has this ever happened to you before? It is one of the most common fears of learners. But think, if you practice habit 1 daily, what happens? You train your brain to speak without long thinking. So when the teacher asks, you reply naturally. Even a short sentence like, "The answer is 20." This confidence is not magic, it is training. Daily practice makes your mouth ready all the time. Now imagine you are at your office desk. Your boss tells you, "Please, explain this report." You look at the papers and feel nervous. Your mind says, "What if my English is wrong?" But if you had followed habit 2, reading aloud daily, you would already be used to expressing words clearly. You would say, "This report shows our sales increase," or "We reached more customers in the last month." Even simple sentences make you look confident. Because confidence is about clarity, not difficult grammar. Have you ever noticed how leaders speak? They don't always use very complex words at all. They speak slowly, clearly, and with short sentences. And that is exactly what makes them powerful. So why not copy this habit for yourself? Wouldn't it make your English sound stronger too? Now let us move to a travel situation. You are sitting in a taxi in London City. The driver asks you, "Where would you like to go?" You freeze for a second and forget the name. But then you remember your shadowing practice. You reply, "Please take me to Oxford Street." Your tone is natural because you practiced copying. The driver smiles and says, "Sure, no problem." This is the power of habit 3 in real action. Shadowing prepares you for these daily conversations. Without it, your accent may confuse the driver. But with it, your words sound smoother and clearer. Let's shift to a very personal daily moment. You are sitting quietly at the end of the day. You take your notebook and open a fresh page. You start writing about what happened in English. At first you write, "Today, I was tired." Then, slowly, "But I also learned something new." You realize you are describing your real feelings. This is the deep benefit of Habit 4 journaling. It makes English not just a subject, but a friend. It becomes the tool you use to express your heart. One day, you look back at your old pages. You smile at how much you have improved already. Do you want to feel this happiness too? Then start tonight with just 3 simple lines. Finally, picture yourself at a party with friends. Everyone is speaking in English and laughing together. You feel shy to join because of your mistakes. But you remember habit 5, practice with people. So you say, "That's funny, tell me more." Your friend replies and includes you in the group. Slowly, you add more sentences to the talk. You say, "I also like that movie a lot." Soon you are laughing, sharing, and speaking freely. Your friends forget you were ever silent before. This is how fluency grows through small daily courage. It becomes part of your social life and happiness. Now let's ask one important question together. Why do some people never become fluent at all? It is not because they are less intelligent. It is because they stop practicing after some time. They read grammar for 1 week, then give up. They speak one day, then stay silent for months. Do you think fluency can grow with such breaks? Or does it need steady water like a plant? Consistency is the secret behind every fluent speaker. Not talent, not age, but daily effort every day. So never compare yourself with others around you. Compare yourself only with your yesterday self. Did you practice a little more than yesterday? If yes, you are already moving towards fluency. And if no, then today is the best day to start, because it is never too late for learning English. So now you know the secret very clearly. Fluency does not come from one big action. It comes from small daily habits done with love. It comes from the courage to keep trying every day. Never forget, mistakes are your teachers, not your enemies. Every time you speak, you move one step forward. If you want to remove fear completely from English, I have made a separate video just for you. That video explains how to kill nervousness forever. You will find the link in the description below. I also pinned the link in the top comment, so after this video, go and watch that one too. Together, both videos will change your English journey. They will give you confidence, fluency, and real power. So, are you ready to begin your practice today? Which habit will you start with right now? Remember, success comes to those who take action. Start today, and English fluency will follow tomorrow.